and they have different traditions. It just feels like home.
What are you doing on my team?
Love the smell of family dysfunction at the holidays.
What is your family? What's the family here?
We are the
Minetti-Hanahan.
Minetti-Hanahans.
Yeah.
And
We're the Loud family.
We're the Italian-American mix-up.
We are the Woods family.
And what is the Woods Christmas crisis?
What's a Chrismukkah crisis?
It's a Chrismukkah crisis.
Because we also do Hanukkah in our house. We do both.
Okay.
We're the Hill family, which was I guess my character's family, and you are the longtime friend and also police officer
in the town.
And we interact several times in a hilarious way, and so that's how our storylines kind of come together for the Hill episode.
And friends from high school, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we were lab partners in high school, our characters. And we run back into each other, and I believe that he's changed very much, and I believe that he kind of blew me off, and I'm very annoyed at him.
So Lucille plays the matriarch of the family. She is the boss woman. Her son never quite took the mantle, and her grandson, Ted, who I play, he's kind of the one that will be taken over. And so I have a very special bond with my grandma. I look up to her. I work with her at her company, and she's actually gonna hand me the keys someday. And I know this.
Boss.
And so I am very terrified of upsetting her.
Your character has a bit of a secret.
He
Just a little bit.
surprised me.
Okay.
Yeah, I nearly disowned him.
Oh, okay. So it gets that bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is their Christmas crisis?
My former wife, my ex-wife.
He's trying to take my girl from me, is what it is.
I do take your girl.
Oh, wow, you can't give him that.
And Dad does not like his daughter's boyfriend?
I think what he doesn't like is being irrelevant and being a lion who's kind of lost his claws. And he kind of, I think in the context of the piece, he leans into overcompensating. And whether that's an overbearing micromanaging of things or trying to with adults who aren't putting up with it, or where it manifests the most and creates the most conflict is Christmas lights.
I know my husband very well, and he has a tendency to overcompensate. What's really nice in this story, as chaotic as we can be, they allowed us to be very real in this relationship and have very heartfelt moments that are a little quieter than the rest of the family.
We play two sisters who have been estranged, if you will, and this one shows up on my doorstep.
Unannounced.
Not a lot of heads up.
Okay.
Like very, very little heads up.
So more unwelcome than unannounced.
Yes.
Okay, that makes me feel like you did your version and now I'm gonna do mine.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Let's just say I'm very, I need a little heads up and I need a little warning, and this one blows in like a hurricane.
So she's uptight and not fully living her life and really needs me.
Okay.
It's kind of true.
Yeah.
She's not lying.
And I'm like the surgeon who breaks your nose in order to fix it. You know, like we go, oh, that didn't heal right. We gotta reset it. We gotta break it again to reset it.
I mean, the nose was great to begin with and working perfectly well. But
the nose had a really boring wardrobe and no love life.
So she was intent on spending the holidays alone, really.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a schedule and I like to, I have a plan and I want to keep it, and it's very
she had a plan to be alone without love.
So this turns into actually one of the best bromances in the show.
Yes.
These two guys are really cut from the same cloth.
100%.
Yeah. How was it for you guys getting to play the couple in this storyline? These guys are supposed to be enemies.
That's a really interesting take.
It is. I mean, it started out that way, and then we found out that we had so much in common.
Right.
And then outside of, the shoot, off stage, we found out we had so much in common.
I've watched Dennis Haysbert since I can remember. He's been in some of my favorite movies ever, and so I was expecting to find this mentor that was going to give me all this wisdom and all these things, and not that I didn't get that, but I found a friend instead.
We talked about everything, politics, what we liked, sports, whatever.
Yeah.
And then when you got on set, it just flowed.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
And so in the show, you guys are fighting over Loretta Devine, which makes absolute sense. How did she feel about you two guys becoming so close offset, like off camera, and like having this buddy situation happening where she's like, do I get any attention?
She got her attention.
She did. She made fun of us constantly, though. Loretta's a super jokester. She's a prankster as well, and so she found plenty of opportunities to throw shots and elbow us in the ribs, and every time she'd see us together, she's kind of like, what are you guys doing? Get out of here. You know?
So y'all getting into trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes.
What brings you to town for the holidays so like last minute?
Chaos! Chaos brings her.
Well, it turns out that I have a boyfriend who I want to go to the next level with, but he's all like, let's hike Machu Picchu and let's go to Greece and, you know, but let's like never get married. So I give him an ultimatum, and just to make him miss me, I leave and I have nowhere else to go except home. So I pretend that I'm there because I really want to reconnect, and then you find out that it's actually like because I came home because I want to leave my boyfriend wanting more, and then I really do.
Look who's alone on the
right?
holidays.
But then I really
anyway.
do want to reconnect because
Well, then the
I
truth
love
is,
you and you need me.
Who better to spend holidays
right.
with than your
Than
sister?
your uptight sister.
Than your super
Yeah.
uptight or your super
Yeah.
insane sister.
Right. Your character is also, he's a gift giver.
Yeah.
Like the newest thing, the best thing, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the guy that is also like very much the sort of constantly like ambitious. I think he thought like ambition was just a personality trait and never really stopped to think about what he truly wanted in life. And so after running into an old friend and who sort of makes me reassess things along with her wonderful son and seeing what that feels like, I think he thinks about his life differently.
And then we have your family, which is
The Camarena family, Camarena.
and there's some drama here.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, definitely the woman that comes back home for the holidays and is expecting everything to be the same per usual. I want my comfort zone, I want my family, I want my champurrado, which is like a Mexican hot chocolate basically. Our brother decides to date my rival from high school, who was also in our high school, and I'm over here, the lab partner in the corner while they're having fun in their lab corner, and completely doesn't recognize me. She becomes my bully, and the rest ensues with trying to grapple with being home for the holidays with so much change.
It's the 5 families on the street. How would you rate your holiday decoration?
Oh, ours are the best, of course.
By a country
by far,
mile.
by far.
I loved the look of our house. Like, do you like the decorations in the house?
You know what? I don't remember.
Okay, well.
The TV family decorations were incredible. The props, set, design, everything was really, really unique and had a touch of that Hallmark specialness that's just unique to the family, unique to the culture. So to see like a Christmas tree decoration that was actually a cactus was just so sweet, just to be like, that is such a sweet touch to what the family's background could be. So it was really nice to witness that.
Our decorations are great inside the house.
Yes. We weren't overt, lights on the outside.
There's some. We had like reindeers and stuff outside, but it's I think this is a very sort of well-to-do family that I get to like enter into and share this Christmas experience with. But it's a very, very classy group of people, so I think a lot of their displays of decoration and even affection and stuff like that is a bit more muted and sort of planned, I guess.
Ours is much cozier. Ours is a real,
Yes.
my daughter and I have a very cozy, very like sweet family. It's just the two of us until this one shows up again, unannounced, uninvited. But it's a very small, very cozy little family that then gets a whole shot of adrenaline.
But something I do love about this storyline in our house is that like I was raised by a single mother. And so I love that they included a single mother because the chaos and it's fun and it's funny when people are climbing all over each other and there's 8,000 family members and there's grandchildren and there's generations and that's amazing. And also, like, that's something that I, as an audience member, wouldn't see myself in, right? It was just me and my mom. And so the fact that they did this, like, cozy, warm, it's just the two of us, but it works. Like, for me, that felt like I was like, oh, they put my family on TV, too.
That's what my family is like at Christmas, too. It's just me, my mom, and my sister. And so it is really nice. And I think that is one of the great things about this show is that everyone's going to see themselves somewhere. This is not just one version of the holidays.
There are quite a few cultural specific things. The food was kind of fun. We all like chipped in on the food. We have my fiance to be in the show. He's South Asian, and so we kind of like played around with different recipes. Like, oh, we'll take that from your culture. We'll take, because the idea was like, okay, mom wants to do something a little bit different. Dad, he's like, no, grandma likes the same thing every year. Why are we changing it? But it's kind of a special thing, so mom wanted to do something different.
For me, the through line, as it pertains to holidays and stuff for me is that we always have sort of an eclectic mix of people from everywhere. And so we get an opportunity to do that in this show as well. And so that was very similar to my real life. I'm the one that throws the Friendsgivings and the Christmas Eve parties where, anybody who didn't get a chance to go home gets to come over. So our show did that really well, bringing all the families together at the end of it for a great, joyous celebration of human spirit.